In the last episode, Jack Davis finished the 2020 Major League Baseball season and won the Reliever of the Year award after being traded from the San Diego Padres to the New York Mets midway through the year. What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916 and welcome to episode 70 of the MLB 16 The Show Road to the Show. Today, we will be finishing the season officially and going through the offseason, as well as playing a quick spring training game. As you can see, the Braves won our division, as we'll look at the standings first. Nationals were second place, 6 games back, but they won a wild card spot. Phillies actually third, and we were fourth, Miami fifth. Cubs won their division. Cardinals won 90 games, make the playoffs, and the Dodgers win their division and make the playoffs. The Giants won 84 games, but fell just short. Pittsburgh Pirates win 82. Meanwhile, in the American League, the Yankees won their division. The Rays were just 5.5 back, but they make the playoffs as well. My Minnesota Twins, 82 and 80 on the year, not bad. They went 9-1 over their last 10, so that's a way to finish. They lost to the Tigers by 2 games, though, in the division. Angels and Mariners make the playoffs. They both won 90 games in the American League West. So definitely the National League having some better teams than the American League this year. Jack Davis, meanwhile, finishes 6th in the National League for saves. Trevor Rosenthal led the way with 57. My, oh my, that is a lot of saves. But Jack Davis finishes 5th. Not bad. American League MVP Luis Severino for New York Yankees, 26 years old, 95 overall, so his player progression got pretty well. Bryce Harper wins in the NL for the Braves. He had 55 home runs and like a ridiculous amount, 149 RBI, which is just insane. He batted .360, unbelievable. Kyle Kendricks wins the Cy Young in the NL, and Severino obviously wins the Cy Young in the AL. And the Rays defeat the Dodgers in the 2020 World Series, so kind of a surprise World Series win there, as the World Series goes to Tampa Bay, I think, for the first time ever. I don't think they've ever won it before, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Tampa Bay Rays are world champions of baseball. That's something I did not expect to be saying. Evan Longoria, he's 34 now, getting towards the end of his career. Nice to see him finally get a World Series win. He deserves it after he lost back in, I think it was 08 against the Red Sox, or 07, one of those years. If you heard that, excuse my phone, it's going off in the background. But that does it for the season. Looking at some of the retired players, David Wright, kind of a big loss for the Mets, but he was down to a 54 overall. He just got old. Next big retirement in the league is Ryan Braun. He finishes with a couple hundred career home runs. Jacoby Ellsbury retires, pretty legendary player for the Boston Red Sox. Carlos Gonzalez retires. He finishes with 287 home runs. Also retiring, Justin Verlander, pretty big name right there. Career A, 3.48, 190 wins, 113 losses. That could be a Hall of Fame pick. So we'll have to see if he makes it. He, in fact, does not. No one made the Hall of Fame this year as we head to the off season, and Mets offering me a contract. They just wanted a 1-year contract, but I want like a 2-year deal, because in 2 years I can qualify for Rule 5, and that's when I can go free agent. I don't want to sign a big contract with the Mets next year. I want to be here for 2 years, then kind of decide, I think, what to do. So that's kind of why I want to do that 2-year deal. Looking at what some of the other top closers in the league are paid, I won reliever of the year, so I thought I'd be offered a lot more than this, but unfortunately I wasn't. I guess they're waiting, another year to let me get a little older or something, and then they would put me into a long contract. I don't know. I want to be paid that much eventually, but we are going to have to settle for in the range of $2.5 million a year is what I'm hoping for 2 years. We're going to offer that to the Mets. They want only 2 years, $3.7 million, so they're being kind of tough. I end up going down to $2.0 million a year for 2 years. We're going to do $4.2 million. They say we need to meet them halfway, so we're going to have to lower that a little bit more, $4.07 million. See if that goes through. No, they say they'll do $4.05. At that point, $20,000. All right, not a big deal when you're making $4 million. We accept and we sign a 2-year contract. That's our first multi-year contract of our career with the New York Mets. So we'll be with them for 2 years. Hopefully they, if they continue to play well and have a chance to make the playoffs, I will sign a really, really long contract with them if they actually make the playoffs and have a chance to go to the World Series. If they flop, I'll test free agency and see who wants me. Maybe the Cubs, Dodgers, someone real good in the league. I don't know. Going to a training session, though, I was doing pretty bad, actually, until about, 12 pitches left, and I started getting a bunch in a row. Look at that fastball. That's a bullseye. 300 points right there, puts us all the way up to 725. Next pitch, sinker. That's going to be in the second ring. We get 150 off of that. So we go from nothing all the way to silver medal in like 4 pitches. Then we finally miss with that changeup. Flash forward, 4 chances left. We have 900 points. We need 300 more for the gold. So it's going to be hard. But look at that. Bullseye with the sinker. We're going to go to the changeup next. See what we can get. And that's going to be on the second ring. We get 100 points. 2 chances left. We need 100 points. All we need is the second ring, and that's exactly what we get. There it is, guys. We get the gold. We actually ended up with 1,250 points, but that's huge. 400 training points for Jack Davis. Pretty fantastic. That's going to help us improve a lot here in this preseason. We'll use those points in the next episode. But coming into our first ever spring training appearance with the New York Mets, remember we got traded to them halfway through the year last year. The San Diego Padres, we finally asked for a trade and got the heck out of there. We needed to get out of that ball club. That place was a disaster. Playing against the Houston Astros, though, in our first game. First batter we're going to have at a 1-1 count. We're going to throw a fastball. He hits it on the ground, fielded by the second baseman. Easy throw to first, and a routine ground out. There is one gone. Next batter comes in. 1-0 pitch to him. The windup, the delivery from Davis. That's hit on the ground. Routine play to third base. Throw to first. Gets him. And 2 up and 2 down to start spring training. Pretty good start for Jack Davis. You know, I'm kind of glad we have spring training because I want to work on my superstar difficulty level because I upped it to that, and I want to work on that a little more. But either way, 2-1 count from Davis. Changeup's going to be fouled off, and it goes to 2-2. Ends up going to 3-2 after we fail to strike him out on that fastball, but the 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground. This one's fielded shortstop. He will throw to first, and he's going to tag him for the out. No, they're calling him safe. What? Why did they call him safe? I don't even know. Take another look. First off, the shortstop was really slow to throw this ball. I was like, what the heck? Look what he's doing. He's like, yeah, the extra pump fake, that was not needed. But then throw to first. Oh my goodness, his arm went right through him. His arm went through him. Take another look at this play in the replay, guys. Are you serious? Look at that. That is an out. That is an out all the way. Luckily, it's just a spring training game, so it doesn't matter. But still, that's really frustrating. Next batter comes in, first pitch to him, and look at that. We get a bad call from the umpire. That's exactly what we needed to happen, just to make us even more mad. Count goes to 1-1. We're going to get him to foul it off with a sinker. And now we're angry. We want to get a strikeout. We want to end this game our way. Going with the curveball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. It's not going to be a strikeout, but it's not going to be a weird defensive moment either. We get the out, and we get the save. No save counter as it's obviously spring training, but that's going to be it, guys, for this episode. In the next episode, we will be doing the rest of the 2021 spring training. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you like this series. Give it a like for a 2-year contract, and hey, in 2 years we might be signing a big one. Who knows, with the Mets, with someone. That's a lot down the road. We want to get to the playoffs this year. That's my goal for this year. Make the playoffs. That's gonna be it though, guys, for this episode. For now, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. Affleck 9916. Peace.